Welcome to Nyandungu Urban Wetland Ecotourism Park. You can watch my ride over here in the previous video. I'll leave the link below. When you first arrive, you have to go through a full security check involving a body scan and a bag x-ray before you're allowed to enter. It's a little bit of an intimidating welcome, but the security staff were very friendly. Once you've parked up, you head into the reception building. Again, I was really impressed by how friendly the staff were, and they offered some suggestions for walking routes around the park. It's also very well signposted. From Nyandungu Eco Forest or Eco Park in the wetlands of Kigali. I'm here today because after I posted about going to see Sunday Park last weekend, one of my viewers, Mwenengo Faro, I hope I pronounced that right, commented that he really likes Nyandungu. Now, I've never been here before. I've driven past it, so I've seen the entrance, but I never actually came in. So I think it was only opened in 2022, so just in time for COVID. But I thought I would come and have a look because there were a few comments saying that people really liked it, and I just thought, yeah. So I just drove out here and we're going to have a walk around, and we're starting at a little area called the Pope's Forest. I think I'm in the right place. It's the bamboo forest, and apparently this is where the Pope conducted mass. Before the genocide happened, he came here and the Pope held mass, and when they built the park, they incorporated this area into the park. So this is the bamboo forest. It's a really hot day today, so I'm a bit sweaty. I think there's going to be thunderstorms later. But I'm just going to have a little bit of a wander around in the cool shade of the bamboo. So this is the entrance to the bamboo forest. It's right at the gate, so as we're walking around, you can actually hear the main road going past. So yeah, it's a little bit road noisy. There was a lot of traffic getting here. But this is really beautiful, and it's such a hot day that it's so nice just to be walking through the bamboo. Apparently this is one of Kigami's favourite places. Apparently he comes quite a bit, so it is really pretty. Oh gosh, it goes all the way along here. Yeah, so I've decided to switch over to the Insta camera. So I think it will look very pretty around here. Check out down here. Hi guys, editing me here. I had no idea what I'd captured on film when I put the camera in the pond. I only saw the footage when I got home, and it left me smiling from ear to ear. It was such a wonderful surprise.
I almost landed on my arse there.
I think maybe that this could be the Pope's Garden. I'm not sure, but it looks like it's been a preserved spot. Oh yeah, here we go, the Pope's Garden. Carry on down here. So you can see that this is the actual wetlands. We are literally right on the edge of the wetlands. If you remember my video in Bugesera about crossing the floating bridge was built right across the marshes like this, connecting one side to the other. It's really wonderful. You can hear the crickets and the birds. For me, it's just really, really nice to be able to step out somewhere and be completely alone. You know, coming from the UK, we're not as densely populated as Rwanda, and so I come from the countryside, I come from a village, and if I go out walking, I can go walking and not really see anybody, which is really, really nice if you just want to be alone and, you know, have some time with your thoughts. But often you find in Rwanda that if you go out walking in the countryside, partly because it's so densely populated, partly because, you know, you stand out because you're Mzungu, you soon find yourself sort of surrounded by children, sometimes adults. So you kind of have an entourage wherever you go. So for me, it's just really, really nice to be out in nature on my own. It's really, really lovely. It's like nature's trying to reclaim the path. So yeah, Sunday Park is a fish tank compared to this ocean. In size, they're not comparable. At the moment, I'm just walking around a very, very small part of it. It goes on forever. When I arrived, when you go to the reception, the staff are so friendly and really knowledgeable, like they really can tell you everything about the park. And they gave me a brochure, which is fantastic. I think it would be really nice if Sunday Park had one of those that just sort of showed you the map and showed you where things were. And just also something for tourists to keep hold of, you know, because I said, oh, can I keep this? And she said, yeah, sure. So it's nice to have a little memento of where you've been. This is just, it's amazing. I mean, I thought this would just be like a little loop that I walk around. It's going on and on. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm really excited also to get back to reception, because I noticed there's like a tiny little garden and it looked like it might be like a herb garden. And I'd like to go and have a look at that. I've left it quite late in the day to set off. So it's about 2 o'clock now, I think. Maybe a bit later. So yeah, I'm not sure how far this continues. I might be back in Kigali by the time I get to the end of it. Mwenengefero, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but he was saying that he liked this more than Sunday Park because it's kind of curated a bit more. So what do I mean by that? I mean that when you go to Sunday Park, it is really haphazard, like everything is everywhere. And I really like that. I mean, that kind of appeals to me because I'm a very messy person, an agent of chaos. I don't really make my bed in the morning. I'm pretty messy. So to me, a kind of a messy garden appeals. But he was saying that he likes this because it's quite well planned out and everything's kind of in its own place. And walking along, I mean, there are these pathways and there's maps and there's signposts. So I really get what he's saying. You know, if you just wanted to go out for a little walkabout for an afternoon, like for an hour or two, I think Sunday Park is a nice little place to go. But I think here you could get lost for days. It's absolutely, wow. I think there's actually a specific name for that oil spill colour.
There is. It's dichroic.
It's really amazing because from this side it just looks like a muddy puddle. But from this side it looks like a complete rainbow. It's beautiful. Okay, so I think we've come to the end of the park. Okay, so if we go out that way, we're outside the park. But here, so we've just come up Umugano Lane and we're continuing down Umugano Lane. So this should take us back to reception. So yeah, the other really nice thing about here is it only cost me 3,000 to enter as a resident. So I think it's about 5,000 if you're a foreigner or a tourist. And that's much, much cheaper than Sunday Park. So Sunday Park is 10,000 for adults and about 5,000 for children. So I think if you're a family and you're looking for something to do for the weekend, here would be a really good place to come. Sort of more affordable for large groups. And also it's so big. I mean, you could spend the entire day here, I think. You can also bring bicycles and cycle around. I'm not sure if you can hire bikes, but I'll try and find out before I leave. But yeah, it's really cool.
Can anybody tell me what these are? Are these just termite mounds, or does something bigger live in here?
Okay, so we can carry on straight ahead and do more of the bamboo forest. I might do that in a minute, but there seems to be a little garden down here and I just want to go and see if I'm correct because, oh, there's an entire school's arrived. Yeah, I just want to go and see if it's a little herb garden. It looked like one. Oh, it is. So it tells you what all of the plants are. Euphorbia. Oh, it's really cool. It gives the Rwandan name, Kinyarwanda name as well. Nyantuku. Oh, and it tells you what it treats. So asthma, skin ailments, amoebas and hypertension. So hypertension is high blood pressure. Amoeba is just a general term that we call like stomach ache. Sometimes when you eat something you get a really horrible sensation, like a pain in your tummy, and then you get like the squits. But the longer you're here, the less that you get it. But when you first come here, it's quite common to get it. And until you build up resistance. For asthma, I have that. This would definitely help me. Oh, I love medicinal plant gardens. I wonder if it smells of anything. No, it doesn't have a smell. Oh, this is absolutely delightful. Ah, look! A loofah tree. It's growing loofahs for the bathroom. So if you get worms, this is what you need to look for. Oh, I think I see aloe vera up ahead. My favourite plant. Yes, it is. Igikakarubamba. That's quite difficult to say. So a really nice gentleman just told me not to touch this one because it stings. It does kind of have leaves that look a little bit like European stinging nettles, but the flowers are very different. Igisura. For liver disease, infected wounds, nosebleeds, allergies, asthma and prostatitis. Though if it stings for a nosebleed, I don't think you're supposed to shove it up your nose. I'm not sure how you're supposed to prepare it. Umutobotobo. For coughing. It's got these very, very strange fruits on it. They almost look like little lungs hanging from the tree. So yeah, I see why people really like it here, because it feels like there's different parts of the garden depending on what mood you're in. Whether or not you're in the mood to walk through bamboo, or the mood to look at medicinal plants, or the mood to go cycling. Yeah, there's different sort of parts to it. I feel like I'm only just scratching the surface this afternoon. It's really beautiful. Umuyenzi. Oh, it's another euphorbia. Another type of euphorbia, but this time for bronchitis, worms and cough. It's got some very, very cool branches. There's a garden like this in the UK that's entirely dedicated to poisonous plants. I think you have to have a guide to go around it, but things like foxglove, datura, the opposite of a healing garden. Ooh, Dracena or Dracena. Dracena, how do you pronounce that? Otitis and colic. Colic is what children get, isn't it? But I'm not too sure what otitis is. Have to look that up. Very dramatic looking. Bit like a dragon's tail. Okay, I've just come back to check which way to go. So I think there's a couple of ponds and it says a restaurant. But I don't know how far it is. So let's take a little walk and see. If it starts to go on too long, I might come back and do the rest of the bamboo. Oh wow, you can see the Azam flower factory up at the top of the hill there. So I guess we're quite close to the industrial zone. If you saw my video when I went to visit Desiree's workshop, I think that's up there somewhere maybe. I'm not very good with directions, so I could be looking in completely the wrong direction. Oh look, bulrushes. We have those in England too. So yeah, we're actually walking straight across the wetlands at the moment. They've built a bridge across it. nice afternoon so far, because when I was at Sunday Park, I was the only person there. But today I've kind of met sort of 3 or 4 people who are just really, really nice and just had little chats. It's, yeah, it's a bit more social here. Crouching down in the bushes to take pictures of wildflowers. Am I imagining it, or is this the sensitive plant? It is! It is! Look, 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 look! Look at this. When you touch it, it closes. It'll open up again in a minute. Oh, it's amazing. It's called the shy plant or the sensitive plant. You just touch it and it curls up. It's so amazing. It's the cutest thing. But I think that might be the flower for it. What's that flower belong to? Maybe that's the flower for it. No, that's just something else. The lady at reception was saying it's a really good place for bird watching if you come early in the morning. I told her I really like birds, but don't really like morning. The old acacia trees. Such an archetypal symbol of Africa when you see that. It's a really, really beautiful tree. Oh, we got a signpost. So apparently the restaurant is down this way and somebody just said it's open. So I kind of feel like I want a drink. Let's go and find it. Ooh, this is beautiful. Don't know what it is. Aha, I think we found one of the lakes. Look. Oh, if you were a child and you had a little boat, a little toy boat, this would be an amazing place to come and sail it. You can actually keep walking around this. Wow. You have to be a bit careful where you tread because the ground feels a little bit soft. There's loads of swifts just diving down to get the insects. And here we've got a baby amoko tree. So if you watched my Sunday Park video, you'll know that these are quite special to Rwandan folklore. The folk hero Daigombe died in the branches of an amoko tree, and I was saying that I thought that it was linked because the flowers look like drops of blood. So you can see here, they're really quite distinctive flowers. They're like made up of lots of little cones. The way that the sky is reflecting off the water is absolutely amazing. Right, gonna keep going, see if I can find this restaurant. I can see a building up ahead, so I think it does exist. This looks restaurant shaped. Let's go see what they've got. Do we follow this path? Oh, I don't know. Maybe? Let's hop across. Oh, it's open. I see them in a goodness. So just opposite the cafe, there's a second lake called Pond Muhazi, after Lake Muhazi. It's a little bit smaller, small but perfectly formed. It's a nice little bench here to sit on. Right, I've had an absolutely lovely time here. Yeah, it's really pretty. I've seen the lakes, I've had a Fanta, I've walked through the bamboo forest and seen the Pope's Garden, and the medicinal garden. So yeah, it's really, really nice here. There's like a different part of it depending on what your mood is. I like it. So I better head back now and try and beat the evening traffic back into Kigali, which is always good fun. I really like it. So yeah, it's another fantastic place, and I like Sunday Garden and I like it here. I think it just depends what kind of mood you're in. Do both of them. They're really, really pretty. And it's just fantastic that something like this exists in the middle of Kigali, where you can just get away from it all, get away from the noise and the hustle and the bustle. And yeah, it's really, really lovely. I'm taking home some souvenirs that have got stuck to my coat. I don't know what they are. Bye bye, lovely garden.